What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you saw the last video, you know that we were waiting on the springs for my wife's Sentra. They finally came in. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we got. Alright, here they are, guys. I went with this brand after doing a lot of research on like the Nissan pages on Facebook and a couple Reddit posts. For the money, you really can't go wrong with these. I don't plan on running them forever. Obviously, they're lowering springs, so at some point when the shocks do go out, I plan on putting full coilovers on the car. Just didn't want to go that route right now. Part number for any of you guys that are interested is LSTSNN0011. But yeah, let's go ahead and get the box open, check these things out. Alright, this is in the box. We got some warranty notes, notes for installation, I guess. These ones are the front. Yep, these are the fronts. And we got the rears back here. Alright guys, my wife is home from work, so we're gonna go ahead and get started on lowering the car. Before we get started though, I want to take some measurements and just see the top of the wheel arch to the ground where it's at now, so I can see what the true change is afterwards. So we're going to go ahead and start with the front. Right down the center, I got 27.5. Rear, we got 27.25. I think I'm going to start with the rear because I think it's going to be easier than the front. So we're going to flip the car around and we'll get into it. I'm going to take the shock off the rear like cradle that holds the springs, and I'm going to jack up the side of the car. We'll go from there. Just to show you guys what I'm doing, I'm taking this lower shock bolt out. I got to do it on both sides, and then I'm jacking the car up, which essentially frees the rear wheel for me to let this entire thing right here drop, and then I can get the spring out. Right, there's one. Here's the new. Do you have a second to run over here real quick? Question mark. Need an extra hand for like 20 minutes max. Alright, you guys saw me fighting with it for a little bit, but it's a little tough to do with one hand because you have to push down on the wheel to get the spring, you know, in and out, but nothing that a long pry bar couldn't fix. So we're ready to put this side back up, and then we'll go ahead and drop that side. Passenger side's knocked out. Driver side went a lot faster, thanks to the help of my neighbor and cousin.
I don't care for the beer.
Rear's all done. Now we can spin the car around and get to the front, knock this thing up. It's always the 10 mil.
strut put back in. We got one bolt in the bottom there. And for the top bolt, we have camber adjustment bolts from SPC. This is the part number 81260. I'm gonna go ahead and put those in the top because lowering this is probably gonna cause some negative camber, and I wanna go ahead and get that straightened out when we get the car aligned. So we're gonna go ahead and get that done, and we'll move on to the next side. Alright guys, quick status update. Everything is put back together. We just got to throw the last wheel back on, put her on the ground, back her down and bring her back up since the suspension is going to be loaded. See how she sits, and we'll wrap this thing up. I'm going to do final measurements to see how much it really dropped it. But they are lowering springs, so over time I expect them to settle a little bit. Not a bunch, but they probably will. And I have an appointment in 2 days to get an alignment. Let's go ahead and wrap it up. Try to pull this jack out while I pull up on the car. Supposed to put wood underneath the tires, and the jack is stuck underneath there. 1, 2, 3. Alright, ready? 1, 2. Whew. Not that low. It's a nice drop. Comfortable. Alright, here she is. All finished up. It looks really good. Came out super nice. Definitely is going to need spacers now. 100% will need spacers, but we'll figure that out after the alignment's done. The wheels fit the car so much better now. I had my wife come out and look at it just now. She thinks it's low, but honestly, I think that's a good drop. It's a daily driver, so I mean, it could definitely be lower, but I think she'll be okay driving it like this. Alright, just drove around the block. I think it settled a little bit more. I'm gonna go ahead and measure, see what differences we have. We got 26.5 on the front. Pretty sure the front was 27.5, so that's an inch there. And then in the back, we have 26, and I think the back was 27.25, if I remember correctly. So we got 1.25 inches there. I think it's a comfortable drop. I think it's really good for a daily driver. She doesn't really have to worry about hitting it on too many things. Looks good. I'll catch you guys at Kamal Shop for the alignment. Alright, we're over here at Kamal Shop again, leaving the car. After I did the wheels, the tire pressure light came on, so I had him just scan it, and All of the wheels have sensors in them and the voltage is good, so I think he might just have to do a relearn. So he'll take care of that for me. Got my trusty neighbor and cousin here again picking me up, saving me. What's up?
Good morning, good morning.
Morning. All right, let's get out of here. I'll catch you guys when we come back to pick the car up. We're out here at Kamal shop picking up the car. Alignment is done. The printout. Before, camber was definitely off in the front right, which I was aware of. I just didn't have the camber bolts in. After, the rear has no camber adjustment. Looks like the rear calls for camber. Not negative enough, but there's no adjustment, so we're good there. Front camber's in. That's the before. Alright guys, the car is aligned, drives great. We're back at home. Shout out to my buddy Kamal and Ashley at Dynamic. I really appreciate you guys. They're always taking care of me. This car was supposed to go there tomorrow. I messaged Kamal last night and let him know I finished the lowering kit. Can you fit me in? He goes, yeah, bring it by. So just want to show some love. I appreciate you guys. All right guys, that's gonna be a wrap for this video. I think next steps are going to be removing the PPF pieces off near the rear wheel arch. Say that 3 times fast. And also what we're gonna do is install a spoiler. I bought her a spoiler for the back just to add a little bit of an accent. The spoiler's gloss black, so hopefully it ties in like a little bit of the wheels, the tire, black trims from around the car and gives it like a nice little contrast. So we're gonna tackle that next. In the meantime, we might have some projects sprinkled in here and there on the channel, so just stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys on the next one.